Hello everyone, this is Goti on a Pixel Perfect channel, and today we are gonna check the difference between the catapults with the first upgrade and the second upgrade and the ballistas with the first upgrade and the second upgrade. So we are gonna check which upgrade is better, first or second. The first one are gonna be just stronger ballistas and stronger catapults overall, and the second game will be explosive ballistas with the incendiary catapults. So we are gonna be testing it on the stony groove on the expert mode. So here we go. Also, during this challenge we will not be using any obelisks, and if the map is gonna be favored in our way, like the pathing of monsters or anything, then we are gonna be trying to not abuse it. So the game is as fair as possible. Just wanna make sure we are on the expert mode. Alright, so the plan is, of course, to see what resources do we need for the catapults and the ballistas. I know that's a lot of stone, because both of them use stone, right? Yeah, 80 stone, 40 stone, it's gonna be rough. But it's gonna be alright. The classic setup of 3 wood and 2 stone, and of course people will say, oh my god, it's not exactly 120 resources per minute, it's little bit more than this, but why do you do this? And I'm gonna say that I do this because there are a lot of things going on the start of the game. You often move the conveyor belts, especially on the level 3 and 4. And you have to replace them, or you rebuild something else, and it all takes some time from the conveyor belts, so it just feels good for me. So what do we need? Oh, we have a lot of everything. So let me build some plank setup. I did the wood chopper exactly as I say. I always delete one wood chopper after building the first advanced resources production. That's gonna be 4 wooden stakes, and we need a lot of stone. Are enemies coming by already? Yep, they are. Pretty sure 1 acorn cannon would be enough, but let's build second one. Let's target the most health, so the enemies would survive to be hit by our main cannons from the base. So we are not wasting any potential damage. We need 3 stone miners for 2 stone brick setups. And we need a lot of wood. Yeah, we are doing great so far. Also, I'm not sure how long the video is gonna be, since I have no idea how long can we survive with just catapults and ballistas. Of course, acorn cannons are early on just to survive, so I can get the better economy. Do we need something? I mean, sure, we can expand like with a beacon here, but I'm not sure. If I place it here, then I have better access to the obelisk. If I do it here, then we have better access to the resources, because the path is way more open, so we can drag way more buildings from here. That's a great question, but just to be sure, I'm gonna build another stone slab setup. So I have every resource going. As I said, let's move the resources. Let's move the wood choppers so they keep mining. Maybe I can catch 2 birds with 1 stone and build the beacon right here. So I unlock some... do I get the whole obelisk or not? I'm pretty sure I do. So thank you for the resources. Maybe build a catapult. No, I forgot. Let's not use the obelisk. Yeah, so the RNG is not on anybody's side. It's getting stuck. Maybe let's delete one wood chopper. Also, if those resources are getting stuck, you can just expand the conveyor belt, so you have way more time before the resources are gonna get clogged. And you can just collect them, like with pressing the road. Maybe let's build one more icon cannon, or not. Maybe we should get... Oh yeah, so both of them require planks. Alright, we will work on that. We still need the icon cannons. We can afford a lot of them. Let's target the most powerful enemy, so the acorn cannons at our base can shoot something too. And let's get a lot of planks. Also, I would love to clear this area, so maybe... Can I even do like that? That's crazy. Also, I'm adding 1 sawmill, but I'm deleting 1 wood chopper by that, so it should get unstuck. But just to be sure, I will delete those resources and see how it goes. So let's build maybe some catapults. That seems like a great idea. Let's target the most armor, since they are best at destroying armor. Twice as good at destroying armor than health and shields. And then let's target most grouped. So we are doing the most splash damage possible. Also, let's check the upgrades. We require more stone, more planks, and stone slabs. Alright, can work on that. I have no idea what amount of towers I'm gonna get. I don't know, like maybe 10 ballistas and 10 catapults, and we'll see from there. Also, I do want to make sure that everything is upgradable. Well, tower-wise. That's a lot of obelisks, range obelisks. Very nice. Also, what's happening here? I have no idea why was it that stuck, but here's a little trick for you. Also, we don't need that much wood. Maybe delete 1 wood chopper. Oh, or this one too. And let's build a plank setup here. Alright, that should work. I would love to expand towards the Dark Fortress so we can see everything. Also, I'm not even sure if we need ballistas, since catapults do way more DPS than ballistas. But for the sake of the comparison, we need ballistas for the second upgrade of the catapult to consume the stacks of the burn. So maybe let's compare same amount catapults to the same amount of ballistas. Hope we can destroy the crab. Also, let's get some entire. You're not gonna lose, right? I hope so. I mean, sure, we can expand with some more catapults and more ballistas. We have a lot of resources. Do I even build more planks? Oh my god, let's delete one with chopper. Why was it stuck? I mean, alright, I see. No, I don't see, actually. Just way too many advanced resources. Try to dig both of those trees. For some more space. Let's chillax. That should be enough. Oh, very nice. Let's get everything from here. Also, as you can see, that is the best spot for the catapults, because here the path splits, so half of the enemies would be on the other side, so targeting the most grouped would be bad here. Since the enemies would split, and building all the catapults right here would be the greatest idea, but I'm not sure if you will be able to get the same spot for the catapults in the next game. So that is something to think about. We got a lot of stone bricks, a lot of planks, stakes, slabs. Still too much, and I don't even have any production. I mean the stone, sure. But the question is, do I get tier 2 for more resources, or is that too much? I mean, I can build some catapults here. Also, I should be getting a should be copying the catapults that have already targeting for the most armor and most group. So that should be easy peasy. Yeah, and I don't want to delay any second of our run, so we are not gonna be using the resin barrel strategy. Also, I want to have the flying cannons as close to the Dark Fortress as possible, because then the ballistas will not shoot the units. Also, I wanted the setup of 3 acorn cannons in the front to deal with the most HP enemies, and then 3 acorn cannons in the back to deal with the low health enemies. So these will be the precise flying cannons that deal 36 damage per attack, and these are lethal flying cannons that deal 48 damage to the enemies below 50% of health. So we will use that. Sure. I think that 6 towers of entire should be enough for the level 2. It should not be a limiting factor. So maybe let's get 12 of each tower, 12 of ballistas and 12 catapults, and we'll see from there. They are upgradable, right? right. And somehow it's no longer stuck. Can't explain. That's crazy. Maybe let's get tier 2. I mean, just for the conveyor belts. I don't want it to get stuck. Also, I will just remind everyone that you can get the coal from the trees. So wood choppers mine wood, then you place a furnace and change the recipe to coal, and now it produces coal. So let's get another furnace with iron and let's rally it to our base. Just because I want to get as much stone as we can, because it costs a lot of stone. So we are getting the iron to get tier 2 conveyor belts. So we are waiting for 35 iron, then we will get the forge. We will get a couple of iron rods and replace the first section of each conveyor belt with tier 2 conveyor belt. So we got 50% more capacity on the conveyor belts. Oh, maybe let's build everything quickly. And let's count the catapults. Upgradable, 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 alright. Let's get ballistas here maybe. And the ballistas will be targeting the most health enemies, right? At least these ones. I'm still gonna try to build them in a good spot, but there are not that many good spots here. Alright, that's a lot already. Also, we can sell these acorn cannons because they are quite not that good. Alright, what is happening here? Can I fix that? Maybe. That's just a casual stone. Pretty sure that there was a stone. Yes, there is, but do we get there? Maybe. That should be good enough. Alright, so what is going on? I don't want to upgrade these guys too soon, because I do want those catapults and ballistas to be upgradable. Also, let's count the catapults, because what 6 of entire is 34. 34. So 17 for each. 17 ballistas and 17 catapults. So we got 6 catapults and another 3, so it's 9, so we can build 8 more. Right? No, am I tripping? 34. Yeah, we still have acorn cannons, yeah, it works. We do have enough iron to get the forge, so let's do that. Let's change to iron rods. This tree will be gone soon. And we will be surviving this night for sure. Maybe even sell the acorn cannons already. I'm quite limited by wooden stakes, so let's get another setup. Also, how about other resources? Stone slabs. We have a lot of them actually. We should be able to build the tier 2 conveyor belts already. Easier shapes, easier to manage as always. So that should be enough. I mean, one here too. All of them. Because it would be very bad to have it like that, because then it's all limited by this one conveyor belt, so it's always important to get it right. Made that mistake on the past, don't want to do it again. Don't want to upgrade the flying cannons yet, because it's not gonna be important anytime soon. So how many? 17 per each, right. So we got 3, 9, so 8 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of stone. So 6 series. Let's expand some more. Oh my god, that's a lot of chests. A lot of wood, and we don't need that. But sure. And I lost track already. Also, we don't need iron anymore. It was just for the conveyor belts. And we don't need any coal for now. It was just for the future. I mean, the another upgrade path. So how many catapults do we need? 1, 2, 3, 9 plus 6, 15. So 2 more. Let's copy the setup, the settings, and that's enough catapults, and now only ballistas. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure we are able to survive for a very long time. Are they all upgradable? I'm afraid to even delete those catapults. But I would love to actually resell them. I mean, rebuy them in the front. So the catapults could focus on targeting the most health enemies. What does it matter? What is the DPS? Just above 10. And what is the DPS of the catapult? 15. Maybe. As long as the ballistas are shooting the most health targets, it doesn't matter really. As long as they are all upgradable and in the nice spot. Yeah, let's get the ballistas already. I think that they are upgradable, right? Almost. So once this ballista will be upgradable, so it's 3% or 2.5? I have no idea. It's 3.5 actually. Okay, so 3.5% per shot. Maybe let's upgrade the flying cannons. Or are these upgradable? Not yet. I mean, sure enough. Soon enough. But yeah, maybe let's try to build the ballistas already. 2 more shots. Yes, very nice. Let's reset the attack animation of all these turrets. Alright, we lost 2 lives. Whatever. Let's upgrade everything. Also the first upgrade, of course. That we are not touching anything else. Let's get more planks. Let's get more planks. We don't need wood, by the way. Alright, we can get a tier 2 wood choppers, I forgot. That's really nice actually. Glad we got the iron. Don't have to play the game of switching it all every 2 seconds. Just 3 more planks and we should be Gucci. Very nice. Why was it highlighted? I have no idea. And let's get some more stone, right? What is being produced here? There are just stone bricks, alright. And we need a lot of them. We do need a lot of them. That's one way to do it. That's gonna be maybe 20 planks, but whatever. And let's get a lot of stone here. Because we do need a lot of stone from here. Alright, that should be enough for our economy to max out on everything. Alright, maybe upgrade the catapults, everything I mean. So let's keep going at it. Wish there was a hotkey for that, but I guess not. Also, these towers look so good. Yeah, way more planks. Glad we got the tier 2 conveyor belts. What is that, like? 2 plank production, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot. And we are running out of on stone. But sure, let's expand some more. Alright, nothing there, besides 1 or 2 stone. Alright, so that's a lot of shields, I mean armor to deal with, so we'll see how it goes. Also, do we have to upgrade the turrets yet? Yes, I'm pretty sure we can. So the precise flying cannons right here. And the lethal flying cannons right here. Very nice. What is there to upgrade? More catapults. We need more stone and more planks. Crazy. Especially after all this. All of that. And we are gonna lose. Let's get some more upgrades. Because we are kinda running low on health. And we are kinda losing already. I mean, it's nice to see, because then it means that the game won't last this long, but still. Let's replace that with tier 2 conveyor belts, so do get the planks. And we do need way more stone, right? Yeah. Alright, we are dealing with these enemies, so let's get some more upgrades. Let's get this stone. Oh my god, it is getting quite stressful. Also, the wizards are coming by. That's a great way to check our damage per second, because it's quite big increase in damage required to deal with the wave when the shields come by. But we don't have enough stone. What is happening? Can we get any more stone? Please? Be tier 2 stone miner. And tier 2 stone miner here. No, we are quite losing already. You kinda lost. And I must say, we are pretty maxed. We are not losing from this one, but we just are losing. Let's see if we can survive the day 5 and if we can survive the day 5. Night 5 with the second upgrade as well. Because what requires, what do we need for the second upgrade? That coal. And what we needed here. Also we... Alright, I see. So just the stone. So even way more stone. Oh my god, it's gonna be tough. And that's a lot of units. And these catapults, ballistas are not upgradable yet. Alright, we are maxed. That's all we can do. Let's check how many of each turret we have, so... ballistas 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or did I make a mistake? Maybe. I don't want to count it again. Not sure. Okay, catapults 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So today, I have no idea what am I doing. Can't I count or what? Also, it's not cheat code if you are struggling, because if we upgrade the tower, then we reset its attack, so it's like a quicker reload, so it's very nice. What is happening? Alright, stone, we don't need much more resources. Let's sell this ballista and maybe buy it earlier on. Let's expand to maybe get some more stone. But we don't need that many resources anymore, since most of our towers are upgraded already. Also, let's remember that we don't have any towers on obelisks, so that makes it... Oh, now I'm afraid that this path could be too good for the catapults. And that we could lose just because the path on the second try. But let's see. I will not resell them, I think. There are not that many good better spots for the ballistas, and they are really close to upgrade. Being able to promote. So what is happening? Is anything not upgraded? I don't see anything not upgraded. Now. Alright, but we must change the targeting on all of these guys to target the most powerful enemy overall. That was my bad. We will fix that in the another run. Because there is a reasoning behind this, but I'm too busy dealing with these enemies. Because they are no enemies with shields anyways. But we lost no matter the shields or not. We are just losing on the third minute of day 6. And it's quite substantial. So it's third minute of day 6. Yeah, very nice. And augers come by. Alright. So GG. So the reasoning behind that. Alright. Maybe let's focus first here. Founding chest, damage done, enemies, resources. Alright. Maybe just the damage done. I'm not sure. But let's go again. And now we are gonna check the incendiary upgrades for the catapults and ballistas. Alright, do I want to get this run? I'm gonna reset once, because here the path splits and we got the edge of the map. And I want to be as fair as possible. I mean, at least the path is a little better. But sure, maybe we can work with that. Also, the resources are quite far. So I do wonder if it all is a little too far. There are no trees. Now let's reset this one more time. Also, I hate the edge of the map just from the start. Also, that is way better. Way more spread out, and now we don't have to, like... Also, there is no splitting on the path, so that is nice for now. So that is way more fair. Also, we got the wood on the start from the chest, and we got the wood from the chest on the start in the last run too. Not sure if in this amount, but it works, it works. So let's focus, of course, on getting the same setup of 17 catapults, 17 ballistas, and 6 entire. Also, I want the targeting on everything to be with the most everything. Because we don't have the towers that deal with the shields anyways. So every target is gonna come by or with the most health or with the most shields. But we need to kill them all. And every turret is great at dealing with the armor, so we just need to target the guys with most everything. Also, I don't want to build it like that, because then the stone is fighting this stone, these two stones with this wood chopper. If I place the combiner here, then it would fight with the priority over two of those wood choppers. So we would get less stone if it would get stuck on the belt. But now those two stones just fight with those three wood choppers and the combiners here. So it's way more split, yeah? So you see, I can even show it, but let's get the economy first. Let's get the planks. What, from where? From here maybe? Oh, the enemies are gonna combine. So let's get 2 acorn cannons as before. But here are very many trees, so I'm gonna get the wooden stake set up here. Because it's not gonna run out soon. Let's build that one wood chopper since we're gonna get it all. Let's get some stone slabs here. Stone slabs, because we got a lot of planks going here already, so I don't want to busy out the conveyor belts with 2 plank setups and 2 stone brick setups. Let's target the most health enemy. I mean, I would say most everything, but the second cannons will not survive until the crabs or wizards are gonna combine. So what do I want to build? We got the planks, we got the wooden stakes, so just stone bricks. Sure. Of course, just literally same as last time. Just no wood. It's alright. And just as in the run before, we did build the same setup of the planks and stone bricks and it got stuck, so at least I'm happy that the conveyor belt is long, quite long. So we will pay attention to that. And yeah, I wanted to show you. You see how there is a lot of stone and wood here? But if I did it like that, then this one wood chopper with those 2 stones would fight over the priority here over those 2 wood choppers. So it would be way more wood than stone. And it should get stuck here because it goes 1 for 1. But yeah. So you can see there is way less stone here. And the stone is gonna be clogged up. Let's build anything, right? And let's build a lot of acorn cannons. That's what we did last time. So yeah, so you can see there is way less stone here. But that is quite advanced, so I don't want to bore you with that stuff. And now way more stone is gonna combine. So let's expand toward the enemy base. And let's get way more planks. As we can remember from the last game, we needed a lot of wooden planks, but let's delete 1 wood chopper, I guess, so it doesn't get stuck anymore. But what do we need? The coal. And not the stone bricks, but just the stone. So 1 stone brick setup could be enough. I do want those planks ASAP. Because I would love to get the beacon. Very nice. We can build the catapults here. if we could, of course. That's a great setup for more wooden planks. At least they need one wood chopper. So it doesn't... We don't need any wood anyways. I would love to expand again, so we are waiting for 30 wooden planks. But I don't want to build it in a way that would get our good spots for the tower stack. Alright, let's build the catapult ASAP. Oh, so why are we not getting enough wooden planks? That is like 3 setups. Let's remember to not put the catapults on the obelisk, so it is fair. And I want to get one of those pretty quickly. Yeah, it doesn't matter how I place it, here or here, since there are only 5 spots right here. So let's target it immediately to the most everything and then most grouped. So it hit the crabs and the wizards, because before, when they are all set to target the highest armor first, then it would just keep targeting the wizard, and that's not what I want. I hope that these guys will deal with that. We need way more planks. Yeah, let's chill a bit. How many do we need? At least the acorn cannons help a bit. So glad we got them. But how do I get the access to this wood? Maybe like that. Great. Do I want to access this wood? Maybe we build the stone slabs too fast, too quickly. Alright, we got some light essence. Alright, that's some early iron. And we should be able to deal with all these enemies. Also, I would love to get 5 more planks, so I could get a second ballista, but maybe not needed yet. Alright, how do I get more planks? Do I just delete wood chopper? Yeah, sure. Let's focus on getting the resources that we require. Let's get more planks. And let's clear the way from the trees. So do it like that. Let's build 1 catapult more. Yeah, it's going well so far. Also, what do we need for the catapults? Wooden stakes. Alright. We'll remember. Or not. But it's fine. So at the end of the game we will see the comparison with the time. So 6 day 6, 3rd minute, and the amount of the damage that we done. I'm not sure if the bug from the splash damage of the catapults is fixed yet or not, because we were not able to track the damage properly. Yeah, it is all going great. That is what happens when you target the most health, because then they are all spread out their damage, and I see a lot of beginners do that mistake where they all target the first enemy and they overshoot it, and the first reds for cover time and the last reds don't do anything up until the enemies with the full health come by and just lose HP. So that is not great, of course. Do we just want to get the quickest iron ever? I mean, I would be down. Alright, so path splits right here. Can I build one more? Yes, I can. Can I build it? Yes, because there are 3 spaces here. That is very interesting map. But the path is quite bad for the catapults. I mean, it is quite good. But is it? Because the previous one was way more zigzagged. So the catapults had way more time to deal with the enemies. But let's see. We'll see. Do we have everything working yet? Well, that's a great catch. Let's build maybe some more ballistas. Also, I don't want this priority, I want this priority. And as always, I'm gonna check, as previously, I'm gonna try to rush the Dark Fortress as fast as I can and then build the flying cannons, because the flying enemies already piss me off. I would love to actually work on these trees right here, since I want the area to be cleared for the turrets. Can we deal with that? Bruh. Please? Yes, we should be able to get it. Also, I think we got way smoother a game from now than before, because we didn't lose any lives on the beginning, because we built some quicker acorn cannons. Or am I tripping, Matt? We'll see. How do I get to this iron? Oh, yeah, I know. That is how. Also, I'd love to expand some more. Where is the Dark Fortress? Alright, so that's gonna be another setup for the catapults. I would love to get some hidden spikes, but we can't, of course. Hidden spikes would crush all the health here. I mean, let's get some flying cannons, like 1 or 2. Just so we are not losing some random health like that. It's nice that we lose it, because in the previous game we lost some lives on the early game too. Or I'm just coping. Yeah, the skill issue, let's see. No, that's way too many lives lost. Please. Alright, thank you. Do I want some more carapults? Yes, I do. So are we doing fine? Yeah, once the mass crabs is gonna come, then it's gonna be way easier. Also, what do we lack? The planks, as always. But I do want to expand towards the Dark Fortress. I'm not sure if we can afford so. Yeah, sure. Just once. I'm gonna do it here so I don't waste any space for the potential carapults or ballistas, and that's really nice. Not only the crabs are coming by, and the crabs are really good to hit together since the carapults are doing their stuff. Yeah. So what is happening here? That should be enough. Where do I place the flying cannons? I guess here. 2, 3. And let's target the most health enemies, as before. So 3 acorn cannons on the beginning, that will be the precise acorn flying cannons. And 3 another ones that will be lethal flying cannons. Do I build it already? Yeah, sure. It costs only wood and stone. And we got plenty of that. And we should be able to deal with that easily. Making sure we don't occupy any obelisk. That is not even close. We don't get the buff. Is every turret upgradable here? Not every single one, but it's good enough. Also, there is not much path splitting only here, so that is very good too. I'm gonna delete this guy and maybe get some even more planks. I hope that it shouldn't be enough to yeah, let's delete this foot dropper. I don't want it to get stuck. And maybe let's build a beacon here, so we get the vision around here and we can rally the iron here. So we can get the iron and get tier 2 conveyor belts as well as in the last game. And we can actually get some iron. Or not, I don't want to. I want to use the wood choppers. Because I want to clear the area from the trees. So this one gonna be for coal and this one is gonna be for iron. How do I get it to our base? Maybe like that. Let's deal that wood chopper, so we prioritize just for a moment some iron over wood. And yeah, as always, we're gonna prioritize can we upgrade it though? Yeah, just some ballistas are left. So we can build some more catapults, I guess. In some nice locations. Nice targeting? Yeah, perfect. I really like this spot. But I would love to get to deal with those trees, so maybe let's do it like that. Very nice, way better. Do we have 35 iron yet? Not yet. But soon enough, soon enough. Also, will not delete the iron setup as quickly as before, because I do want to get some more wood choppers here too, just for the sake of quality of life change. But it's not gonna be a big deal. Also, we do need the coal right now. Because I forgot that we need to upgrade all of these guys with the coal. How do I do that? Maybe let's get these trees out. Let's get the coal from here. Let's upgrade the conveyor belts. Alright, that's very nice. Let's get some more iron so I can build the last two paths from here. Very nice. Now let's quickly focus. That's enough iron rods, by the way. Do we have the coal already? I hope so. Oh, we're just waiting for them to be upgradable. And let's see it. Sure. Already some first of these guys, so we are on a good track, I guess. Way more wooden stakes. Way more wooden stakes. Where do I expand towards? Maybe here? I wish for some trees. It's enough. It's enough. What is happening here? I did not see what obstacle was there. That should be enough. Also, we are gonna be deleting the acorn cannon soon. I feel like this fire damage is way better. Yeah, some wooden stakes. Let's make sure that everything is going well. That is so close. Yeah, let's get some ballistas maybe. Some additional ballistas right here. Alright, we will count the amount of the turrets later on. I hope that we can save our lives, because we did we lost quite a bit already. Please. Yeah, you should be able to do so. Yeah. Should be able to get rid of these guys safely. Let's reset the auto attack of these catapults. Yeah, it should be good. Right, I hope we survived. But what is happening with the wooden stakes? Why do we not have any? Also, that is enough iron, I think. For now, at least. Do we have enough stone? No, we don't. But we do have enough space on our conveyor belts to get everything that we want, since we got tier 2. That's not necessary. I don't think it was right. Right. Alright. Yeah, we are dealing with that quite easily. So let's get some more of that. Oh, but I need the planks, right? I mean, not planks, but I do want to deal with those trees. So let's do it somewhat. In some way. Alright, let's upgrade the flying cannons. Let's upgrade the catapults. Oh, way more stone. Way more stone. Like, way more stone. Way more stuff. That should be enough. Also, let's get the ballistas that can eat the fire stacks. Also, that looks amazing. I love that. I can even mine some some stone in the meantime. Oh, these guys have run out, so we can get a quick fix. That's a lot of stone coming by. I love those tier 2 conveyor belts, by the way. That is so much capacity for everything. But I do want to get the burn down, right? Yeah, I love the sound effect too, of these guys attacking the targets with burn. But we will not get it now. Sure. Let's just keep focusing. Way more stone, somehow. I feel like we got plenty of coal already. Not sure if we need any more. Also, that is the worst expansion I did so far. That is no wood. No wood after all. Alright. If you say so. So what do we need? So let's make sure that everything is upgraded on the second level. Alright, so wizards are gonna come by. We need way more ballistas. We need way more stone. Bro, what is happening? Do I have to do it like that? Oh my god, we are losing. No, please not. No, we lost. Oh my goodness. Why? It's it costs too much stone or what? Or I just didn't buy any of that. Alright, sure. Let's go again. That should be decent. Even though it's the edge of the map, it's not that big of a deal. because the edge of the map is not in the middle but on the side. So that changes a lot of things actually. Alright, so make sure that we get a lot of anchored cannons and then we sell them all before like the day 4 or day 5. And let's focus on getting the more towers than upgrading the towers. Because upgrades cost way too much. Upgrades for the towers cost way too much. That was, oh my god, that was quite a learning experience. It was just too much stone to get, and you guys saw the setup. Or didn't. Let's focus on this game. Let's try to get as far as we can. Also, I don't want to fight over priority. Yep, that's the way I want it. Alright, so the classic 3 wood choppers, 2 stone miners. Oh my god, how do I even want to do this? Do I keep that as a learning experience or what? Yeah, you can just keep... yeah, we'll do it somewhat. Alright, so let's focus, let's get some more planks, let's get some wooden stakes. We don't need the stone slabs too quickly. Let's get a couple of acre cannons on the beginning. Let's keep the priority on the most health overall. And let's get maybe some, that's a lot of trees right here. So I do want to get rid of them. Let's get the wooden stake set up. Let's delete this wood chopper so it doesn't get stuck on the conveyor belt. And let's get some stone bricks maybe, because we do need way more stone bricks and way more planks to be able to expand and build everything, because everything requires stone and requires planks. But planks and stone bricks are required to expand with the beacons, so that is tough. Also, let's delete that wood chopper. What do we need? Yeah, let's get the stone brick set up. Maybe let's build the production first. That is how we do it. And yeah, I don't want to lose early on in the previous map. So we are gonna learn, build more icon cannons in the beginning and build more towers after like day 4. Let's delete that wood chopper, it annoys me already. Way more wooden planks too are necessary. Maybe let's mine stone already, because that was a joke how much stone we needed. Let's expand already with the beacon. Of course, we don't want to take any obelisks to make the game fair. Also, this path is... I hope it doesn't split right here. Yeah, way more wooden planks. Also, we had like 1k of wood last game, so maybe let's not have as much of income of wood, but let's focus on other resources. Also, I would love to get this tree out. And also this way, these guys split the trees between themselves, so they run out of the trees later. Also, let's expand again. Please don't split. Oh my god, it's perfect. Very nice. And we got some stone bricks back and the stone. And that's like 5,000 stone here. Oh my god, it's like 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. That's wow, impressive. Let's get that catapult. The good spot, of course. Let's target the most powerful overall. And then the most grouped, because we do want them to hit the wizards. And we have no tower to deal with the shields. So either the target will have more HP or more armor with HP, and we want to target the most overall. Maybe let's get another catapult too. So we free a lot of work from these acorn cannons. So as I said before, we are splitting the damage between all these acorn cannons, since they target the most health enemies, so they don't kill the first one enemies, and then these enemies can be killed by next acorn cannons. So I see a lot of beginners do that mistake. So please don't do that. Alright, way more planks. Way more planks. Alright, can't expand yet. Maybe let's build another catapult. Seems like a good spot. So what was that targeting on the catapult? Just targeted the first enemy, closest one, and boom. Amazing. Oh, we didn't get any stone slabs. I guess we can get some now. I didn't see that they were required, but they are required for the iron. So we'll see if we can get the iron anytime soon. I don't want to lose any more health than I need to. I don't want it as much, to be fair. Also, we did see how much health we lost before the day 6, so we can compare to that. And just try to survive as long as possible. That's a lot of planks and stone, which I'm really happy about. But let's see that with chopper. And let's expand a little more. Let's do it here, since I don't want to block any space for the catapults or ballistas. That is amazing, by the way, because the path doesn't split at all. But I would love to get rid of all of those trees and stones, because then we could be able to build the ballistas after the many catapults that we would build here, to get rid of the born stacks. So what do we need? Way more wooden stakes and way more wooden planks, but we are at max capacity already. Maybe let's deal to this wood chopper. Not sure what is fastest, to do it like that or to build it and change the recipe later, but it doesn't seem like a big deal. Let's wait for 100 light essence and then expand toward the Dark Fortress. Also, as I said before, we are gonna aim for 6 flying cannons and then 17 of each, catapults and ballistas. Let's make sure that we can build them all. Also, let's build like a couple of flying cannons, just to be sure. In the spots that do not block catapults for now. And we can expand again. Seems like a healthy spot for the beacon. That's an iron, but do I want to get it immediately? Pretty sure I do, but these stones are blocking the path. Would have to go underground. Yes, we can do it easily. Just like that. We can even get the iron right here. Not like that. Like that. That was so quick. Holy. I hope that we can get it in. So I do want this iron for the tier 2 conveyor belts and nothing else. Maybe wood choppers tier 2 and the combiners tier 2, the splitters tier 2. Splitters not really, but combiners, the conveyor belts and the wood choppers tier 2 and stone miners tier 2. Also we do need to get coal, like at the day 4 or 5. So we can upgrade our turrets later on. Let's expand a bit more. That's the first time that the path splits. And that's the Dark Fortress. So already know where I'm gonna build everything. I don't really care that it gets stuck like that. I can help them just a little bit. But all I want really is 35 iron and then I will get the forge and then we'll get some couple rods. Iron rods and then immediately into conveyor belts. Because we do need the 5 iron rods, or 1 iron rod for the tier 2 combiner. Let's get all of these guys on positions. And let's make sure that we don't put any towers on the obelisk. I do want this game to be fair. We don't have any iron rods yet. No, the first one. Perfect. Where do we want to expand anyways? I don't know, I just want a lot and lots of stuff. Not sure when do I even build the ballistas. I mean, that will do, I guess. The catapults work overtime. Let's get a couple ballistas maybe. But this conveyor belt is kinda in the way. And this iron setup is kinda in the way. 30 iron rods is way too much anyways. Let's get tier 2 conveyor belts now. And now the life is just amazing. You can get anything that we want. And we want a lot of stone. Easier shapes, easier to manage. Yeah, we will get even the tier 2 stone miner here. Yep, it is getting cleaned up pretty quickly. I'll help this guy. And let's get rid of those trees right here. Because I do want to get the ballistas here, but I mean, we'll see. That is a very good placement for the catapults. Still worried that they are gonna overshoot too much. Let's get the flying cannons in the beginning. As I said, 1, 2, 3. They all will get to fire at the target with most everything, because we are gonna get 3 precise cannons and 3 lethal cannons later on the path. I hope we can survive these enemies. Let's get the call maybe already. We don't need to wood, right? No. But we do need a lot of planks. Like a lot of planks. Let's expand right here. I pray for more wood. That's very nice. And we can actually finish the game sometime soon. But we don't want to finish the game. We want to see actual limit of our setup. Let's get these wooden stakes. Not like that. Like that. So what is happening? Also, how many catapults is that? And also, how many ballistas is that? Not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. Yeah, that should be enough for now. I mean, this level for sure. This night, I mean. It's more wood. Not enough. What is happening here? Maybe let's try with tier 2? No, it doesn't, it wouldn't fix anything. Maybe let's try it like that. That should help a little bit. We can't upgrade these flying cannons yet, but I'm pretty sure we can upgrade the ballist catapults already. Let's count the catapults, let's sell the flying cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 4 more catapults. 1, 2, 3, and the last one. The last one is gonna go here, so we are not gonna place it on the obelisk. And that should be it for now. need way more stuff. Let's build the tier 2 stone miners. Cause we need the stone. Like crazy. Now let's build some more palisades, yeah? Maybe. I mean, I want to get rid of those trees, so maybe let's get some more plank setups. Even with tier 2, so it's faster. Stone rigs will help, these guys too. What can I upgrade? Here we go. That will help for sure, but yeah, not really. One more flying cannon. I'd want the lethal flying cannon, and they are quite cheap. What do we need? Way more stone. How do we get the stone? Too many planks, I guess. Just get so much stone that we can't get it all. Do we have enough? Yeah, we got a lot of iron. Just for that. And if that belt cannot do it, then it's gonna go here. That's quite amazing. Very nice. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I hope that we can do it. Let's upgrade everything. I don't want to make the same mistake again. Maybe let's sell the iron already. So we can afford some more ballistas, right? We are way ahead of the track, but we do need to get some more ballistas. I mean upgraded ballistas, and what do we need? Way more stone. Stone, stone, stone. Do you see how much stone we get? That is like insane. Do we need stone bricks? Not really. No, I don't need the stone bricks. But more stone? Yeah, hell yeah. And if that is not enough... Oh, the iron plates. Sure. And we can do it with tier 1, right? Right, hope it helps. I do need the ballistas. That would target the enemies with the burn. It's way better than before. Let's get more of those. Can we upgrade any ballistas yet? I don't think so. Oh, that is a great place. Alright, it seems like we are doing fine. Let's count the ballistas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it's gonna be way harder. Maybe like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 7 more, right? You have no spots for the ballistas. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count, right? Yeah, let's get the precise flying cannons. Since these guys are already upgraded to the max. I'm worried. Can I count the things or not? Oh, we got the flying cannon here. Don't need this one. Also, let's keep upgrading the stuff we got. Way more stone, of course. At least we got amazing setup. Bro, look at this. 530 stacks. Yeah, let's get some ballistas earlier on. 2, 3. That should be enough, right? Everything. The counting of everything is gonna be so tough. I mean, we can try. Last count of the ballistas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright. And the catapults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we got the perfect setup already. Bro, can you stop talking? We need to win the game, right? Yeah, way more stone. Finally, some lives lost. We don't have any stone, bro. Hope that will be enough. Also glad that we don't need the stakes already, since we can just focus on things that matter. Can we upgrade anything? Yes. Any more? I don't see. Way more stone. That is pretty amazing setup, by the way. Let's see if we can survive further than the day 6. At least we got the perfect setup already. I love the sound effects of the ballistas shooting the targets with burn. Amazing. Not enough. Holy, that was quite intense. And we are going full time overboard on the stone with tier 2 conveyor belts, so that is quite insane. Quite insane, gotta say. Also, I hate how these guys are getting stuck. I'd prefer it go that way. So this way more stone goes here. Yeah, that should be way better. Dude, can we upgrade anything? Yes, we can. It doesn't look like we can upgrade anything. Am I blind? Yeah, these two guys. And we are done. We are waiting for these guys to be upgradable, and then we are done for the day. Also, I will not put much content in the next 10 weeks because I'm quite busy right now and got a lot of important stuff to do. But later I will have way more videos, like 2 or 3 times a week. But yeah, let's see if wizards are getting killed. I want to see how many stacks can they get before they reach the ballistas. 200. Can we get 300? Hell yeah. Can we get 400? Hell yeah. Can we get 500? Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these sound effects are crazy. Also, that is so much burn. These guys can't even get to these guys. And this is the last day that we survived, by the way. At the minute 3 we lost last time, with just the first upgrades. Oh my goodness, what is happening? We don't need anything, right? Yeah, we can delete our whole setup already, anyways. Because only these 3 guys are not upgraded. Should I move them to the front? Maybe, but there is not that many spots that we can put them at. I mean, sure, let's delete one of these guys. Because I have no idea where would I put the second one. If I could destroy this rock, I would do so. Or this one. That's fine. Yeah, maybe sell this guy and buy it here. Yeah, they will get the experience more quicker than this guy. I think so, at least. Also, that is a terrible spot. Yeah, even wizards are getting killed, which is insane. I would not expect that ever. I feel like this setup is way more powerful. Or it just sounds way more powerful. Finally, I'm getting some experience. I love those sound effects. Why? Why doesn't he have any stacks? What are the carapaces doing? Soon, yes. I feel like they are gonna get their upgrades first before this guy. Burn. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, I feel like they are way better. We reached the 3rd minute and we are not close to dying. And we didn't even upgrade every single one of them yet. But this guy is getting through. Why? Alright, maybe we are getting close to dying. Maybe we are dying. But if we survive to the night 6, it's gonna be crazy. The ogre is coming by. Alright. We'll see, we'll see. Will they burn to death? That's a great... I mean, they should. This guy shouldn't, but... They should. Oh my god, it is so close. At least we are killing the ogres. That's the last turret, by the way. 500 stacks of the burn. Yeah, these guys should be dead, but... But we are not surviving any longer, right? We don't have enough HP to take them all. 14. I mean, we can kill them all. And the ogre will die, and this skeleton will die. And that's it, I think. But we have way more than 14. Will this skeleton die? Please? Hell yeah. How are we doing here? That's hell, literally. We can't upgrade anything, right? Yeah, not really. At least it's the night 6. So I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that the second upgrades are better. At least a little bit. Oh, during the night it looks amazing too. Now that's cinematic. But I'm pretty sure we lost yet. Yeah, that's GG. Oh my god, so we'll see the comparison. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. So yeah, we got to the same day with over 1 minute later. 100 enemies more killed, with similar damage done somehow. Resources don't matter really that much. So yeah, the tier 2 is... The second upgrade is a little bit better than the first one, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, press the like button, and if you want to see more content, let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And see you guys in the later video. Bye bye.